ISUPK.
Chapter 52, verse 1. What y'all black people, man, gotta see, man, y'all don't understand how special of people we are, man. They purposely got that speaker up that loud because they don't want y'all to hear the word of the Lord. They don't want y'all to hear the truth. The white man purposely painted Jesus Christ. Which one? Where he at? We ain't got it. This is what the white man done. Our oppressor. He purposely painted this picture to be white so you won't know that Jesus Christ was a nigga. You understand? Because Jesus Christ wasn't no African. Jesus Christ was a nigga, man, according to the Bible. You understand? And nobody wants you to find out the truth. That's why they playing that music like that, man. You gotta understand and start thinking, why do these nations hate you so much? Why is it that the Arabs able to come in your community, get your money, and then try to play music so you can't hear the word of the Lord? Who are you? Who are you that these other nations hate you so much? It ain't another people on the planet Earth that the white man hate more than you. And you ain't got no army. You ain't got no nation. You ain't got no military. But they don't hate the Russians like that. They don't hate the Japanese. They don't hate the Chinese like that. But they hate you. You know why? Because you so-called Negroes are the real Jews, man. You understand? And guess what? According to the Bible, this earth was made for you. You understand? You guys, listen, you God's chosen people. That means the minute that you come out of a black man's penis, you chosen. You understand? I'm just keeping it 100 with you. The minute you come out of a black man's penis, you the chosen people, man. Why? Because this Bible is your book. What the Christian church have done, they done took the Bible and made it a book for everybody. You understand? And now we caught up in these different religions, especially Christianity. And when we get caught up in Christianity, you know what happened? We start worshiping white people and we hate one another. But according to the Bible, the Lord wants you to wake up. And you gonna do it. Whether they play that music or not, whether the white man keep killing you or not, this truth has got to come out. You gonna wait. You ain't got no choice but to wake up, black man. Now is the time. Now is the time for you to get this message here. This is the reason why you think the cops are shooting you down in the street. Why you think they coming up to your window blasting? The Lord is trying to show you He ain't never intended for you to come together with these other nations. He ain't never, John 3:16, God so loved the world, that ain't got nothing to do with the so-called white man. That ain't got nothing to do with the Arabs. That ain't got nothing to do with the Africans. Who does it pertain to? The 12 lost tribes of the nation of Israel. That's what God so loved the world means. The people that you hate, man. You understand? That's who God loves. The brother out there that's selling drugs, he's selling drugs because the white man is the devil that the Bible speaks of. And what he have done? He didn't gave grants to these Arabs and to these Chinese, so they couldn't open up no business without no grant. The white man gave them a grant to open up a business in your neighborhood and made sure you didn't have a job to be able to feed your brothers, man. The white man is the devil that the Bible speaks of, man. And it's time for us to wake up and do what? Put back on our culture. You got your own culture, black people. Christianity ain't your culture. Reindeers flying in the sky, that ain't your culture. Reindeers ain't real. Santa Claus ain't real. Like the brother was just bringing out. It ain't nothing that the white man ever done on earth that was great. If it is, you won't have to tell me. Because every great so-called character that the white man has is made up. You understand? White Jesus is made up. We know that ain't real. Santa Claus made up. Superman made up. Batman made up. Tell me one thing great that the white man has ever done in the earth. Nothing, man. You understand? Who is the greatest man that ever walked the face of the earth? First I'm going to tell you, a black man named Jesus Christ.
That's right.
Take me to, hold what you got, take me to Deuteronomy chapter 7 verse 6. And you black people, you descend from Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ come from your bloodline. That's one of your descendants, man. Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, those are your descendants. You don't understand how special you are. If it wasn't for you, it would not be no America. America wouldn't be a powerful kingdom without the so-called black man. We know that they try to demonize the black man day and night after we done built this stinking country.
Right.
You the one that built America. Who you think made the stoplight? Huh? A black man made the stoplight. Without the stoplight, it wouldn't be a good flow of traffic. A black man invented that. That damn toilet, the toilet that you go sit on, a black man invented that. The toothbrush, a black man invented that. The locomotive, a black man invented that. The telephone, they lied trying to tell you Alexander Graham Bell invented the telephone. A black man invented that. It's a book out right now called 1,000 Inventors, 1,000 Black Inventors of America. You can look it up. Guess how much that book costs? $1,000. Nobody on this earth wants you to know that you the Lord's people, man. Nobody, especially the so-called white man. And guess who helping them? Your preachers in these churches, man. Your preachers in these churches and in these different religions, they don't want you to find out that you the Lord's people. Why? Because they got their head stuck in between the white man.
Right.
And all they worried about is getting $1. But when it comes to fixing black people, you can't be worried about getting $1, man. You gotta go out here and teach those people the truth so we can get fixed. Read.
God, this is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7, verse 6.
Go ahead.
For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God.
God what?
For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God.
If you're a so-called black, Hispanic, and Native American Indian, they've been teaching you the word holy. You know, it's with something up high. They can't tell you. What does the word holy actually mean? The word holy actually means to be separate. Black people supposed to be separate from the white man. You understand? When it say go in the Bible, say love thy enemy as thyself, you know what that pertains to? Your brother, not the white man. The white man ain't getting no repentance from God. God, the white man is going in judgment, man. You understand? Anybody, when time comes talking about forgive your enemy or love your enemy, it's talking about if you are blood, you won't have to forgive the Crips, because he a black man like you. If you a vice lord, you won't have to forgive the GDs. Why? Because they black people like you. If your mother was on drugs, guess what? You gonna have to forgive her. If a brother shot your brother, guess what? You gonna have to forgive him. It's time for us to come together, man. You understand? We in the last days, man. The knowledge of the Lord is what's going to carry us forth in these last days. God is going to get ready to destroy America because of the wickedness in this place. You think the Lord going to let you keep walking around high out your mind? The kingdom of heaven is on this way here, man. Ain't gonna be no drug dealers and you getting high in the kingdom of heaven. The Lord gonna wipe this place out, man. And guess what he gonna start at? The Christian church. These Christian churches is about to start to close down. Why? Because God want them to close down.
That's right.
Because the Christian church have failed at fixing you. They failed at fixing you. Every city you go to in America, it's a ghetto filled with black people, man. It's a goddamn shame. Guess what? Under Commander GEN.YAHANNA, the I.S.U.P.K, we gonna fix you, man. Yeah, come get a fly and come to class. We'll show you how to get right. We'll show you how to fix black people. We'll show you how to get your sisters, man, and so they can start dressing and acting like the women that they supposed to be. We got to take our culture back. You understand? And the only way that we can take it back, guess what? We need soldiers, man. Commander GEN.YAHANNA, listen, you ain't got to sell no drugs. We got a job for you here under the I.S.U.P.K. You gonna get paid. You gonna have housing. You gonna have clothing. You gonna have food. You know why? Because the I.S.U.P.K is built on brotherhood, man. And that's the only thing that's gonna have us survive in these last days. Read what you got out.
The Lord thy God have chosen thee.
Lord did what?
Lord thy God have chosen thee.
You ain't choose God. God chose you. That means you got to obey what God say. You understand? When you got to obey what God said, what does that mean? You got to live your culture, black people. We got a culture. We got a beautiful culture. You know what it is? Laws, statutes, and commandments.
That's right.
You understand that we follow these laws, statutes, and commandments. Guess what's going to happen? Our oppressor is going into slavery. You understand? And niggas, you ever seen the movie The Planet of the Apes? Well, guess what? That's a real movie. That was a movie. That was the white man's depiction about you. That's how he look at you, like a damn ape. He didn't call the Lord's people monkeys, fools, and ape when you God's chosen people. He got a judgment coming, man. But in order for the white man to get his judgment, in order for our oppressor to get his judgment, guess what we got to do? We got to stop getting high. We got to stop getting high, man. You understand? We got to stop celebrating Halloween. Halloween is the worship of Satan, man. People dressing up with, like goons and goblins and bones and bloods. That ain't got nothing to do with the Bible. Show me where in the hell is that at in the Bible. You understand? You can't worship Satan and think that everything gonna be all right with you. We got to change, man. And we can do it. Let's come back to these laws, statutes, and commandments. And guess what? We won't have to worry about no cops murdering innocent black people in their home, like what just happened. And guess what? He murdered that damn sister. You know why? Because we ain't together like we supposed to do. Like we supposed to be. If we was together, guess what? We could police our own neighborhood. Let these cops, man, go back to where they from. You understand? Let these old Irish cops, guess what? They should go to the Irish neighborhood and police the Irish people. You can't have another race of people trying to protect you, man. You understand? 911, let me tell you something about 911. 911 in a minute is going to be out of order. You going to call 911 and guess what? When the cops get there, they going to shoot you. You understand? Because they the devil that the Bible speaks of.
That's right.
When you call 911, they going to murder your son. They going to put drugs on your son. You understand? But meanwhile, the Christian church telling you God so loved the world. It definitely ain't this world. It definitely ain't talking about the so-called white man. The white man ain't meant to be loved. God hates the so-called white man. He made him to be hated. You understand? Read. To be a special people. You got to be a what? To be a special people. You know what the Lord say? You got to be a special people, man. What does it mean to be special? Get your culture. Christmas, Halloween, Thanksgiving, Easter. Oh, that's not your culture. What is your culture? The Passover. You understand? When the Lord killed the Egyptians. The Lord, let me tell you something. The God that you've been taught is not the God that's in this Bible. You understand? What does the Bible say about God? God is a man of war. You see what I'm saying? And if you claiming to be a man of God, guess what you got to be? About war. That's what these men, you see standing strong and all that. We ain't Christians, man. We're about warfare. We're about loving our people, but we also gonna protect ourselves.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying? And guess what? Who is the major war that we go coming up against? The so-called white man. Because his ideology, his brainwashing is the reason why we destroy. So how do you fight the white man? It ain't with planes. It ain't with jets. You understand? It's with philosophy. Say what?
To be a special people unto himself, above all people.
What?
Above all people.
Listen, they telling you separate but equal. The white man always talking about equal, but ain't nothing never equal. That's because the Lord didn't create races to be equal, man. The Lord created races to be one on top of the other. And the Lord created you, black man, to be over the top of the other nations, man. But the only way that you're gonna do that is you got to keep these laws, statutes, and commandments. Don't let no Christian pastor tell you that God's laws is done away with. Christ said out his own mouth that God's laws is not done away with, man. Take me to Matthew chapter 5, verse 17. We're gonna teach you about the real Jesus Christ. We're gonna teach you what the Bible really says. And what the Bible really says is the white man is the devil that the Bible speaks of.
That's right.
What does the Bible really say? Black man, woman, and child, you are the real Jews that the Bible speaks of. You can try to run or whatever. Guess what's going to happen? You're going to run into a brick wall. You understand? You don't do what the Lord say, you're going to be put to damn death. Read.
Oh my God. This is the book of Matthew chapter 5 verse 17. Think not that I have come to destroy the law.
Think what?
Think not that I have come to destroy the law.
Right? When Christ came, he ain't come to destroy the law. What is the law? You understand? Rules that's meant to keep our society intact. You understand? What is those rules? Certain foods that you can eat and that you can't eat. It's called a dietary law. The dietary law is important because when you follow the dietary law, black people, you won't get cancer.
Right.
You won't be diabetics.
Right.
You won't be filled with these diseases that you feel with. But you feel with them, but why? Because the Christian church telling you, you can eat shrimp, which is an abomination to God. You can eat pork, which is an abomination to God. You know how much poison is in pork, man? Don't you know worms live in a damn pig? A pig is able to consume poison and still live. But they telling you that you can go ahead and eat pork, and then on every Thanksgiving you sitting there with a big pig on your table, some pork and some ham on your table. When the Lord, you eat that ham, guess what? You're going to get cancer. You're going to get the diabetes that come with it. Why? Because God ain't never say that his laws is done away with, man.
Right.
You understand? You want to be a homosexual? Guess what? God got a disease for you. You understand? You think God ain't real? Guess what? God is real. He tell you in there, you go ahead and be a homosexual. Guess what? He got something for you.
Right.
You understand? It's called AIDS. You understand? Women ain't supposed to be with women. If you are a lesbian, according to the God, you stupid. You understand? That body right there is supposed to be for you to get with a man and make children. If you a man being with another man, you disgusting.
Right.
You understand? That's against God's laws. But the white man allow you to be whatever you want to be. You see what I'm saying? He'll allow you to be whatever the hell you want to be. And because you done lost your culture, guess what? That's why you on the bottom. But we here to bring it back to you. We got a school at 938 East 79th Street. It's the kingdom of heaven. It's so beautiful. I wish we had some pictures to show you. When you come in there, it's brotherhood in there.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? You hungry? We're going to feed you.
Right.
You ain't got no food in the house? Guess what? We're going to give you some money, or we're going to send you with canned goods. We're going to take care of you. Because we understand that in order for blacks and Hispanics and Native American Indians to survive, we got to come together.
Right.
You understand? We got to come together and do what? Take care of ourselves. Don't depend on no other nation to take care of you, man. Especially, why would you depend on a nation that brought your forefathers in slavery? You understand? These people brought your forefathers over here on slave ships.
Right.
You understand? Threw them over the boat and killed 100 million of our people died during slavery. And you looking at the so-called our oppressor like one day he gonna fix you and save you. You understand? He not gonna fix you and save you. You understand? We got to fix ourselves. And we do that by following Jesus Christ.
Right.
Then what does the scripture say? The people shall gather to Christ. You understand? What does it mean to gather up on Christ? The things that he said out his mouth that he put down, man. The knowledge that he dropped is what's going to gather the people together. Read.
Or the prophets.
Or the what?
Or the prophet.
Who?
The prophet.
Christ ain't came to do away with nothing that the prophets say. All these prophecies in the Bible, in the Old Testament, guess what? They're going to come to pass. One prophecy that did come to pass that everybody should know about was us coming over here on slave ships.
Right.
Slavery is in the Bible.
Right.
You understand? Your children being taken away from you is in the Bible. You understand? That's why you seen during the 1600s, the white man was able to hear that sister right there. She'll have a baby. The white man take that baby, snatch it out of her hand, and go sell it to another white man. And the Lord is, come on, man. We should have been past know what type of people that we dealing with. And guess what? Now they doing it to the so-called Mexicans. Which the so-called Mexicans is your blood. They your blood brothers and sisters.
Right.
Why don't you know that? Because the white man cut the 12 tribes off from knowing who we are.
Right.
But guess what? The United States government, they got records and documents that show that Negroes, you the real Jews, you the tribe of Judah, that was living in the West Coast Africa. They got records to show you that the so-called Mexicans is the tribe of I.S.U.P.K. The Seminole Indians out down south, the tribe of Reuben. The so-called Puerto Ricans that's on the west side with you, that's the tribe of Ephraim. You understand? Guess what? These people that you see living in the ghetto is the chosen people of God. Don't even know it. Don't even know it. That's a crime. You understand? That's a crime that God is not going to forget about. You understand? So what is the Lord waiting for us to do? To wake up and come back and to be who we supposed to be. Sisters gonna guess what? You're going to have to take them tight jeans off. You see what I'm saying? Your sister's going to have to stop. You're going to have to cover up that cleavage. You're going to have to put a nice head wrap on. Cover up your head. Put on a nice little skirt. You understand? And be who the Lord wants you to be. And not just dress nice, but you're going to have to change on the inside as well.
Right.
You can't be no monster. You understand? It's a sin for a black woman to be in the house hooping and hollering going back and forth with her man. That ain't the spirit that the Lord wants you to be in. You understand? If you want to get your point across, woman, it's a way that you're supposed to do that. It's supposed to be in a humble, sweet manner. Not you standing up over the man like you in the fort. The Lord is going to kill you with that type of spirit, man. The black man is meant to be in charge. That's it. According to the Bible, he is the one that is supposed to be in charge. Period. Read.
I am not come to destroy, but to fulfill.
What?
I am not come to destroy, but to fulfill.
You see that? Jesus Christ say, I ain't come to destroy but fulfill. Listen, and if the brother ain't doing what he doing, you make sure you do what you supposed to do. It's a way to make a black man do what he need to do. It's by you doing what you supposed to do. You understand? That brother out of order, guess what? You still be humble and sweet and be the woman that God wants you to be. And then that brother, Lord willing, that brother will wake up and come to the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, and we'll show him how to be a man. You understand? Well, we got to do it. We got to do it how Christ said to do it, man. You understand? That's how we gonna do it. Take me to Isaiah chapter 52, verse 1. You understand? The Lord said, gather yourself together, black people. You got to gather. It's time. It's time for something brand new. You understand? You might not want to do it. You know, we like any spoiled child. You've been living a certain way. You know what I'm saying? Even though it's wrong, you've been living a certain way for so long, you don't want to do it. You know what I mean? But the Lord don't care what you want to do. Like any good father, when you don't do what the father say, you're going to be punished for it.
That's right.
You understand? So what is this truth? What is this truth? Who is it really meant for? It's meant for blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. But who really it's meant for is the people who give a damn about following the Lord. A lot of our people not going to get it, man. According to the Bible, a lot of our people, they ain't going to pick this up. They ain't gonna get this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. They're gonna continue to follow Satan, man. They're gonna continue to follow the ways of America, and guess what? When you follow the ways of America, it's death.